Alrighty, hello everyone. This is Smooth Entry, one of the new backup judges or a commentator. Today is the qualifications for this drift season, and we are gonna see the first drift run. I'm not gonna go over the top on the flying, so people can see and understand better how the participants fly. Oh my god, drift, oh my days. I cannot speak today. Well, let's see. Chris 011. And they started. Starting off strong with a strong initiation into the corner, going a bit off the line, and continuing hugging the wall. Good transition with the second transition into the flip, going in deep, and getting the second zone good. No particular. And I don't see any major mistakes. The runner didn't go off the throttle a lot, and in the end, I expect at least a good result. Let's see. I cannot commentate much on qualifications since it's kinda solo runs or whatever. The commitment was good, but it can be better. Run 2. Same initiation, smooth. Again, a bit of the wall, still hugging the wall. Good transition to the second line, all the way deep. Not as deep on this line. Good transition here, and going strong to the end. That is the second run for Chris. Congratulations. Now for our next participant. I do love tags. And there they are. Christers Lels, a Mega Pro. Today going for 2 runs as usual in a clean blue S15. Let's see their first run. One, go. The participants started with a good initiation, not up to the wall, almost entirely missing the zone, not going all the way deep, that will be some deduction. Going deep there and compensating with going not as deep, that was actually shallow in the zone. Correction there, transitioning into the next zone and finishing the run. Pretty good, but I am really sure that the judges will find what to deduct points for in this run. On to run 2. And again, waiting for the starts. Four, three, two, one, and go. Starting off strong with a closer initiation, but again shallow on the zone. Not touching the wall all the way. Transition a bit off the line. Continuing into the zone a tiny bit shallow on the entrance. Good entrance to the inside clip and the second clip. And that is the end of the run. They did pretty well, although they had troubles with correcting and some shallow lines. Now, who will our next participant be? Out of the first group, 2 people had already driven their cars. Now let's see who's up next. Waiting for the next participant. Guess someone's not showing up. Alright. See, that's we just gotta wait. Basically, there is nothing to say while it's waiting time, since practically when the participants show up, the activity will happen. Alright. Next participant is GN Exia. If they are there. And they are not. First missing participant. Mika Bremliani. I really don't know how to read, but they are there. Alright. Let's see the next run. From a clean dark gray car without any liveries, which is cool on its own. AD RAM Pro rank. Waiting for the countdown to begin. Hopefully no one is dizzy from the spinning. Guess I'll just stop, I guess. Still waiting for the run to start. I wonder what's taking so long. Still waiting on the countdown. Hopefully it is soon because it has taken quite a while. Oh, judging the previous run. Alright. And then we are just waiting. Alright. And guess it's starting soon. The judges are done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. And Adram starts with a good initiation, bumping the wall, correcting the angle midway. Good transition into the next zone, a major correction, and then fixing his shallow line. Good entrance here, and good finish. Mistakes being shallow on the lines, and some corrections. That will definitely land them a deduction. Somehow the pauses between the commentary is just somewhat awkward, but nothing can be done since judges do need to take their time judging, else it's gonna be rushed and inconsistent. Now on to run 2 from Abram. Waiting for the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And off they go. Starting off shallow this time again. This time way off the line. Major correction and being off the line there. Mediocre transition to the second zone. A bit shallow there. And a shallow exit. Good entrance into the first clip. And good entrance into the second. The shallow lines will definitely lend them a lot of points of the lines, and of course the corrections. So I think judges will not go easy on Abram on this run, but well, we will see if they end up in the top 16. For now, we are waiting for the next participants to join or to just come out and wait at the starting line while the judges are making the decisions on their score. Alright, now just waiting. One tap says with a neon blue car at a newbie rank. Let's see if they can get good performance or they are really a newbie. And the countdown begins very early. 1. And off they go. Neon blue BMW E46 starting off strong, going close to the edge. Minor offline there. Good transition into zone 2 and a bit shallow on this zone. Going out of bounds on the track, shallow on this clip and going good on the last clip. Shallow zones and going out of bounds is definitely gonna get them some points deducted. But they didn't do major corrections, so they will get more points on that. But they are definitely proving that they are not quite a newbie. Well, so let's wait and see for their second run. Oh, incomplete. Understood. And one starts. Their first run was incomplete due to dropping the wheel. Good entrance, a bit shallow, bumping the wall twice, and as a result going a bit shallow. Good depth there. Deep into this zone, not dropping the wheel in this time, not resulting in an incomplete as for now. Going into the cone in the zone, sorry for the bubble. And this run technically shouldn't be an incomplete, although the first run landed them an incomplete since they went out of bounds. They definitely lost a good first run, but we will see if they end up in the qualifications. Top 16. Now waiting for the next participant. The first person, I guess, is not there. Vogue too sturdy is not there. Sabio777 Gamer is there. Alrighty. And S13. Let's see if they have a liver or they keep it clean white. Guess they've got livery. Yep. Quite a good one, actually. Dark theme. Alright. Guess we are either waiting on the judge's verdict or starting off another run. Sabio KKJ, another newbie with a really good looking car. And the countdown starts. 1 and off they go. Let's see. Shallow line with a mediocre initiation, bumping the wall twice and going shallow on the line. Very bad transition into that clip, almost missed it. Missed this zone entirely, that will land a huge deduction. And getting a very shallow clip and straightening there at the end. Due to the fact that they were pressing on the brakes often, I couldn't really keep up that well. But, well, that could be a rerun since they literally straightened, or a huge points deduction. Let's see what the judges think. To be fair, this is the most boring part of the whole competition, the whole tournament, since this is practically just picking out the top 16. And another countdown starts. The best part will be on tomorrow's live stream when actual tandems starts and we will see battles. Going on shallow with a shallow initiation, going into the wall and losing a lot of angle. Breaking a huge ton, I literally cannot keep up. A huge straight and missing the zone entirely. Mediocre on this zone, another correction, and out of bounds. This run, from my perspective, is an incomplete wheel drop. Guess they have slim chances of getting up to the top 16 bracket. But well, they're newbie. Let's see. It's FLTS, or it's fits as they intended. A GTR R35 Pro rank with a normal matte blue color. Let's see if the judges are done doing their own thing and see the run. And the countdown begins. And off they go. A blue GTR R35 with a good initiation, not quite to the wall, not as committed as possible, but playing it safe, bit shallow on the zone. Good transition to the next line. A bit shallow in the exits, and good entrance to zone 1, and good entrance to zone 2. They did a good run, although it was safe, it wasn't as committed as possible, so they might have lost some style points on that. They did really well. Let's see their run number 2. Guess we are waiting on judges' scores. So Fitz is gonna be waiting there for a bit before the starts. Let's see. And the countdown begins yet again. And off they go. Let's see if they can do a proper safe initiation this time, going way off the line there, bumping the wall twice, losing a lot of angle. Trying to compensate with good entries to zone 2 and 3, but their first zone and almost entirely missing zone 4. Going deep here and deep here. Not as deep as possible. But the main issue with this run was, of course, the bumping and corrections action on the zone number 1. That will definitely lend them a lot of points off on their runs. Cow, cow one, and there they are. Let's see. They are gonna go on a RX7 FC. Will it be clean or will it have a tune? No tune, just a pure white RX7. Alright, let's see then. A lot of text. FC ban. Epic. Oh. Epic troll. Almost slammed me there. Cousin TTK, a pro player playing on a controller in a pure white RX7 FC. No modifications, as clean as it can get. Just as snow. And Airwolf is getting again a lot of tags. Can't even start the countdown with those tags. And off they go. Starting off with a very safe initiation, going shallow on the angle and going deep here. Good exit from the zone, good transition into the next zone, and going very deep there. Correction there, I saw a wheel drop. That might be an incomplete, but we will see. Mediocre entrance to that last clip, and that might land them an incomplete run. But I do not really know, since I saw a wheel drop, but will the judges count it? Probably not, since it was just a single wheel drop. Alright, let's see when the second run starts. Guess right now judges are making the decision on how many points they're getting. What is going on? DXT crashed. Okay. And tags yet again. I do love tags. Who doesn't love tags? Average Roblox moments. Can't live without tags, you know? And oh my days, I thought that's the comp starts. Okay, let's see who is walking. Get out. I have no idea what I'm doing, but yeah. Waiting for DXT to rejoin because they crashed in the best way possible. And yeah, just waiting. Epic competition moment. At least people are joining. At least some of them do. Guess we'll see. I am rolling away. To be fair, I don't really know what to do anymore, since DXT is trying to join again. Oh, the countdown is starting. I guess, hopefully. Or is it? Round 2 ready. The countdown is starting. Let's see. 5, 3, 2, 1. And off the RX-7 goes. Let's see. Good initiation up to the wall, small bump, but losing a lot of angle and going shallow into the zone. Good exit, but the zone 1 is messed up. Good entrance here and good entrance here, but not as deep as possible. Good here. Very minor touching of the zone and good entrance of the last zone. The first zone definitely landed them a huge deduction, due to the fact that they went a lot more shallow than they expected. Although the entrance was really good, the commitment was good, but their shallowness may get them into a bad position. We will see. For now, guess we are waiting for the next participant. I see that 4 players are left. One of them is just me. And the other, I guess, is the judge, if they are even there. And our next participant is in place. Kuruba. I have seen them in games before. A Mega Pro. And they are here with a black and red car. Really clean and simple livery. Let's see. A keyboard player as far as I can see. And the countdown starts. 2, 1, and off they go. Let's see their line. Starting off very safe, bumping into the wall. Quite shallow, but not as much. Good transition into the second zone. Good transition into the third zone. Going all the way deep, although a shallow exit. Mediocre take on the second and another mediocre take on the last touch and go. Good run, although some mistakes. Again, the cursed zone 1, which everyone bumps in. And I think a lot of the participants have lost a lot of points due to corrections there. But an overall good run, which is proven by their rank of Mega Pro. A keyboard player as well, which is really surprising, to say the least. Most good players are controller players. Now let's see the run 2. 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Let's see if they can fix it. Another safe entrance all the way in the wall, shallow here, and pretty good exit. That won't land them a lot of deduction. Good entrance to both of the zones. Good exit on the zone, although a bit shallow. And a mediocre take on the last touch and go. This was a way better run than the first one, due to the fact that they did not bump into the first wall. This might lend them a very good score. Alright, since Kuruba is done, we are waiting on the judge's verdict and getting on to the next participant, Sicko. Personally know Sicko for a few days now. They helped me a lot with getting the hold of how FPV in this game works. Thanks to them. So let's see their run. A controller player, an extreme pro, with an interesting, probably handmade livery. And they are starting off their first run with the countdown. Let's see. The RX-7 FC is starting off strong with a good initiation, although a bit shallow, correcting back into the wall, and a very nice exit. Good transition, but a mediocre entrance to the line. A bit shallow there, not all the way deep, and a good exit. mediocre take on this touch and go, and another line 3 take. This is a good run without any major corrections, but they did go safe, meaning that they went a bit shallow on their runs. That might lend them some points off. Now let's see the run 2. Maybe that can fix their mistakes. Who knows, somebody might get a 100-point run in those quals. Let's see. Run 2 is ready and the countdown begins. Sicko is ready to go on to run 2. Let's see. White's initiation going way more confident now, but again a shallow line at the start. Not quite touching the wall. Scraping it with the spoiler. Good entrance to zone 2 and 3. Way less shallow this time, not touching the wheel on the outside, scraping the outside. And a good touch on the last touch and go. This run will probably land them more points than the first run, because they had a bit more commitment in this run and they epically crashed into the gate. Alright, Sicko's run is done. Let's see if they end up in the top 16 or not. We will see though. Alright, so waiting for the next participant then. You can't see the instant point calculation due to the fact that I do not have access to judging right now. Although if needed, I may be a backup judge. And the judges don't display their judging process openly. And Group A is done. That is all for the participants of this group. Alright, first group of people is done. Now people will leave and Group B will join in. Currently, there is no judging process available, and there won't be judging process available in the top 16 due to the fact that this is a live stream that contains commentary, not the judging process. And, well, what can I say? That I will only commentate on the results and whatever is happening on the screen. The final decisions and the bracket positions in the qualification table will be decided by the judges themselves. I am only the commentator. No, you will not. Illusoir is trying to harass me. Epic. Waiting on the group B of the participants. Meanwhile, the judges are literally dancing around. The participants are joining in. And guess they are starting to practice. Waiting while, meanwhile, everyone joins, and yeah. a bit of chasing now. Since it is not the rounds yet, I will do a bit of just normal chasing, not informative. A bit more active, you know. Let's see who else we can chase. A Cyan GTR. Will they start right now? No, they won't, but I will chase this car instead. Sober. They are in a tandem right now. Although the chaser isn't quite on the tail of the lead. And we see Tsary Gratsov, another participant of Group B. Although it is quite laggy, so it is hard to chase people. Let's see who else we may chase. I won't chase Tsary Gratsov again. Let's see the Cyan car. It's really laggy though. Trying to get close shots, but well, I cannot do anything if the car is teleporting around. Group B is getting ready currently, still warming up. Let's see, maybe a tandem even. No, not a tandem. The server is getting laggy due to the fact that a lot of participants are drifting at once. The server cannot handle that. It will be just fine though, as soon as people despawn their cars. And the Cyan GTR is drifting, bumping into walls though, but they are very, very fast. And going way off the line there. Guess they're just restarting. Let's see a tandem in those conditions, even with ping correcting. Dark side is trying to maintain the chase. Guess this Cyan GTR is out, so Dark side is solo. They messed up the chase there, but well. Let's see. Another Cyan 350Z or 370Z chase. Two 370Zs trying to tandem. With those legs, it's quite literally almost impossible, to be fair. Well, we will see a white RX-7. That is actually one of the judges. Or not, I don't really know. Either way, a BMW E46 going off strong with a monster livery. Alright, another go for Illusoir, I guess. Yep, that's Illusoir, one of the judges in a purely white snowy RX-7 FC. this. I cannot with this lag. Guess we are starting off the real session soon. Let's see if there are any other drivers. Ford F-150 is just insane. Or F-450, I don't really know. It is tunes, that's all I know though. A red S15 without livery, just pure red color. Drifting. Missing the zone. Let's see if Dark Side can show us something good. Going in deep into the zone. Continuing well into the last zone. They've got a big chance. Let's see. Oh my days, I cannot with this lag. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just... Oh, yeah. Starting, I guess, but it is just text. Well, as usual, Roblox mo... What the hell? Oh, there's our flags. The spawn cars, nice. Let's see now. The practice session is over. I won't do that kind of movement though on the reviews of the groups due to the fact that one, judges might need this recording as a backup, and two, I actually want people to see whatever is going on in the run and not just nice movements, although I would really wish to. But sadly, I cannot do that, or else it will be purely entertainment and people might just get dizzy. So, yeah, I will go a bit simple on the chase. Also, Zen DM Pro on the phone. First player on the phone, as far as I know. Oh, never mind. A controller. Maybe they're on a controller on the phone. We will see though. White and black spoiler S15. Starting off strong, bumping the wall, major correction and straighten and correcting back. Good transition to zone 2. Good entrance to zone 3. Exits, I mean. Same goes for the zone 4 and mediocre on the last zone. Pretty good run, although the death wall of the first run, oh my god, of the first clip, is still there. Let's see their second run then. I still can't figure out if ZenDM is a mobile or a controller player though. And the second run for ZenDM is starting. Let's see. And they are going in safe on a stable distance, but a bit off the line there. Good transition there, and pure straighten on the start of the zone, good exit on the end, mediocre entrance to this clip, and missing almost entirely the last clip, or just getting the tiny hang of it. That is 2 runs from Zen DM. Similar to other participants, they messed up on the first wall. The first zone is just quite literally deadly. And going shallow is their main issue. And of course, corrections. Next up, B19 Max. Going on the 350Z with a custom made livery. Darkside is another player I have known for quite some time now. And let's see if they will do good. You could see them on the starting warm-up runs, and he did really well. Let's see how they do. And off they go, the orange, gray, and blue 350Z. Starting off strong, going way off the line, inside. Shallow line that will definitely land a deduction. Good transition, shallow there again, but deep there, dropping one wheel off the line. Going too much inside and a bit too shallow here. That might be an incomplete, but I cannot be sure. They did drop a wheel though, that either will get them a lot of points of their run, or just get them an incomplete as their first run. We will see though. We will see though. Run 2 and starting off in 5 seconds. Will Darkseid be able to catch up to their mistakes, or will they repeat them yet again? Good initiation again, going shallow there. The entire zone, that will definitely land them a deduction. Mediocre entrance and again shallow here. Not dropping the wheel at least, and a shallow exit from the zone. A straighten there and a good entrance on the last zone. The player went very shallow on the zones. First run dropped the wheel, second run they didn't drop the wheel, but they were not really confident in their skills. And hence, I don't think that they can get a very high score. The judges will decide though, but in my opinion, they could have done way better. Let's see. Still waiting for the next participants while the judges are deciding. Waiting for the next person. And another dark side member. Guess they are a clan. I heard about it. Another livery of the same car. Let's see what they can do. Another member of the dark side. Dark side Fuflik. In this case, a newbie player, but who knows, maybe they're not a newbie. Let's see. Run 1 is starting in 5 seconds. Let's see what dark side can do. Starting off good, but shallow. Again, their common mistake. They are going shallow in their runs. Too sharp of a transition resulting in a shallow entrance to the clip, shallow exit and entrance to the zone, another shallow entrance to the clip, and way too inside on the last touch and go. This was a good run without tire drops, but they went either too shallow or too deep into the touch and zone, touch and goes, and clips. We will see what they do on run 2 though. They're having common mistakes with the other dark side player though. Alright, waiting for the run 2. Waiting while the judges decide the score for Fuflik and start the countdown for the second run. Run 2 is starting in 5 seconds. Let's see what they are able to do. Alright. Starting off strong but shallow again, missing the line. Going off the wall, not being as committed as possible. Better entrance to zone 2 now. Dodging the ball, missing a lot of angle. Good on the second to last and way too deep on the last zone. Better in my opinion than the last run, but they still do some mistakes they have done before. This is kinda a curse of their team. Good on their team though. Good team spirit and the fact that they are participating in the same tournaments at the same time really, as someone in chat mentioned, might just boost their confidence. Who knows, maybe they will end up in top 16 and go against one another. Yes, I do know what's dark side. So yeah, good on them. If they are successful on their run, they might end up in the top 16. I do know, by the way, about Gocha, about Tsarigradsev, about Darkseid. Just that it's a team in this game, so I won't point out their real origins. Alright, Mark II is here with another 370Z, Tsarigradsev. Another player from the real life, also from the dark side, associated with Gotcha. Let's see the run. My days I cannot align properly. Let me. Alright. I guess let's wait for the countdown. Perfect. Alright. I can speak Russian, so yeah, I can switch languages if needed. Alright. The first run is starting now. Let's see Tsarigradtsev's run. Starting off strong, close to the ball immediately, but going shallow yet again. Not as shallow as the other runs though. Mediocre entrance on the zone, not a lot of angle, and way off the end there. Of the end there as well, that will definitely lose them a lot of points because they missed two of the zones. That is a critical mistake. We will see how much it will affect their scoring though. For now, let's see their run number 2. Kali hexahydroxycarbonate. Something in Russian. Run 2 is ready, and another countdown to 5. Let's see if Tsarigradtsev is able to fight for their team. Starting off good, again shallow but touching the wall there, going way off the line, major correction. Late transition with a mediocre entrance and a deep entrance there. Not quite as deep as possible, but it is good. Mediocre entrance into the second to last clip zone and good entrance into the last one. This run was definitely better than the first one, so hopefully it lands them some points. We will see. For now, we are moving on to the next participant, if of course they are there, and we will see. Of course, the usual Kylie hexahydroxycarbonate is always here. Why not? Karmas. Let's see. Are they? They are. On a GTR R32 as far as I know. In a cyan color. Let's see how they do. They are a semi-pro player. First player this run. This competition, I mean, with this team semi-pro rank. We will see how they do. We will see. Waiting for the starting countdown then. And off it goes. 3, 2, 1, and starts. The GTR is starting off very aggressively into the turn. A lot of corrections, but they went mostly deep, although shallow. Complete straight in there, and since they were too straight for the run, this run counts as an incomplete, unless the player had technical issues or whatever, which I cannot read since I cannot read chat. Technical issue or not, I don't really know. Oh, just anxiety. Well, happens to everyone. Let's see their second run. Another countdown from 5. Let's see if they are able to fight for their qualification score. Aggressive entrance on the zone, a small bump but very deep into the zone, shallow exit there, transition into this zone and shallow exit, completely missed the exit of the zone. Another straighten, which means that they are out, although they could complete the competition. Sadly, due to the fact that they straightened twice on their own, this means that they are out, sadly. But, well, stress does a lot of people. Yeah, the run definitely could have been finished, but, well, it's their decision. Now, waiting for the next player. Let me check my stream health so I can make sure it doesn't lag. No drop frames, good kbps. I think that this stream is good to go. So continue. Waiting for the next player then. Alright, the judges are thinking to give an OMT to Carms, to give them another chance at driving. And of course, we do love the text. Of course. Average Roblox moment. Yes, as I mentioned, an OMT and Carms has another go to compete in this competition. Man, we do love text from Airwolf and Dext. Can't even text at this point. What else could be expected from Roblox? Nothing. Let's see the again runs from Karma. OMT, although it is qualifications. And let's see if Karma joins. If possible, please just leave a like so the stream can just be pushed to people who don't know what BD2 is. Plus, it's gonna be really nice if you do. And Karma is back on track. They have another run, another attempt, and here goes the countdown. Is Karma gonna be able to fix their run or not? Let's see. Good entrance with a shallow line, correcting twice. Transition going deep and all the way out of the track. This run is an incomplete. Sadly, even though Karma had a chance, it is an incomplete due to the fact that they dropped 4 wheels. Peter Han 020 is our next participant. Are they there? They are indeed there. On the red S15 or Gamer Boy. Another newbie on the keyboard as far as I can see. The countdown is up. And let's see their run. Very shallow entrance. They are not very confident. A shallow exit as well. They are playing it safe. Very good transition. Not as deep on the third zone. Completely missing the exit. Good on the second to last touch and go. And barely touching the last one. Good run. They played it safe. But that... but the... playing it safe part will definitely lose them some points. For now, let's see about run number 2 from Gamer Boy. And another countdown is up. Let's see if Gamer Boy is able to make a good run. Again, a shallow entrance, fixing it up in the middle of the corner with a somewhat shallow exit. Very good transition into zone 2. Bumping into zone 3, correcting and losing a lot of angles, straighten and losing the entire 2 zones. One wheel of the track and getting the last zone with another no wheel drops. This is way worse than the first run, so even maybe an incomplete, but I don't really know. I don't like this nickname, but well, it bypasses the chat filter and it works. And text, we do love text as usual. Let's see. In the black Mustang, as far as I know. Don't kill me, please, if I'm wrong. Sober. A guest. They don't even have a rank. Let's see if they are able to do a good run. Erolf does hate their name as well, and I completely agree. Somehow bypassed. Either way, the run is starting. This person was very good in the training session, so let's see if they are able to maintain their skill. Good entrance to the zone, stable, close to the wall, good exit. They are very stable, no corrections. Good transition, not as deep as possible, almost missing the end there. Way too deep on the touch and go. Good there. A very good run, although of course they played it safe on the wall run, on the zone 1, missing some points, but in the end not getting a deduction for corrections or bonking into the wall. Pretty good run, especially for a guest, a person who doesn't have a rank. Let's see. Excellently moved the stick. Waiting for the run number 2. Let's see. Meanwhile, the judges are the same. I see strobe lights on the side of their car though. That is a really nice detail. And run 2 is ready. The countdown begins. Let's see if they are able to pull off a better, more confident run. Starting off with a good initiation, again a bit shallow, but fixing that up in the corner, going very close with a good exit as well. Good entrance into the touch and go, and a good zone, although a bit shallow. Good touch and goes, and the last zone is mediocre, and I of course crashed into the ground. This run is very, I think that it is very similar to the first run in terms of points, but very good runs overall. Congratulations. Let's see the next participant meanwhile. Judges are asking best score so far. Maybe, maybe a really, really good score. Even say 94. We will see how much they get in the end. Next runs. Moving on to the next people. I am guessing that Group B will be running out sometime soon. We will see though. For now, guess we are calling in the next participants. Alex, another newbie on the 180 S6. We just waiting a minute. Fixing the controls. Well, let's wait then. Overall good livery. Oh my days, why did I get knocked? Good livery, white front, black back, and with some absent bumper, just like in real life cars. Let's see how they do though, for a newbie. Alex is AFK right now. He is setting up his controls, I guess. Well, let's wait then. Oh my days, I missed. Let's see. Alex's first run. Shallow entrance, completely hugging the ball. Very late initiation. And then they went on a turn. I cannot speak. Basically, they went way off the line. Sadly, this run is an incomplete. They went on the other track, to say the least. But they stopped knocking me down. Okay, another restart. Average Roblox activity. Alright, waiting for run 2 then. Run 2. Countdown. 2, 1, and 0. This run, the judges won't have mercy. Good entrance to the zone. Going way off the line, straight in, completely missing the exit. Getting the second zone. Missing the third zone entrance, but getting the end barely. Almost missing the touch and go number 1 and getting the second touch and go. A very bad run. To be fair, I am sadly really sure that they will not end up in the top 16 due to the fact that they did an incomplete for their run 1 and their run 2 was very much off the line. Juju Juju Bin Hui, very interesting nickname, but are they there? Guess they are. In a black BMW E46 with a livery. Epic Donuts. Guess it looks good for the shots, which is good. Pele Cabeludo. Looks like a Spanish name, but we will see. Run 1 ready. And the countdown begins for the Pekalabu. I cannot pronounce. An extreme pro player. Plo. Average pronunciation. Very good entrance. A bit shallow there, but overall very stable on the outside. Good transition into line 2 and line 3 as well. Deep there. Good into checkpoint 4 and a bit too much even on the last touch and go. A really strong run. Might be the best run for today. Really, really committed. We will see the deduction from the judges though. For now, let's see the run number 2. And tags again. Run number 2. The countdown begins yet again. Can they do better than this run? Maybe get a 100 points? We will see. Very aggressive entrance to zone 1. A bit of the wall there, but continue hugging the wall for the entire thing. Good transition to zone 2. Deep on zone 3. A bit of a shortcut, a bad exit out of zone 3. Good entrance to zone 4 and a good touch and go on the zone 5. Due to the fact that run 1 didn't have the mistake of being off the line on the zone 3, I think that the first run will land them a bit more. Now I will hunt down this player due to the fact that they are slippery. And I can do this. Well, there the player goes. It is actually a bug that didn't get resolved, but well, who doesn't love kidnapping, you know? Either way, OI111 in a gradient white 370Z. Let's see their run. Mega Pro and let's see. ZMNX Mega Pro. Fly to the top of the start and archer the gate. Alright, I will do that starting from the next run. For now, though, good entrance from ZMNX, similar to the previous run, staying stable on the outside, hugging the wall, not as close though. Good zone 2, very deep on zone 3, way deeper than the previous run. Good touch and go the first one, and good touch and go. This run is on par with the previous run, and by the request, of course, of the commentator, I will try my best to land on the arch. Okay, that is done. Now waiting for the next run. Oh my days, I just fell off. Our Q2B fell off indeed. I cannot land on this arch. Skill issue. It is. Right. Going in slow. I oh. Okay. Waiting for the start, and I don't know if I'm gonna manage to land on this thing. I gotta land sideways though. I'm just bouncing around. A showcase of skill issue. Either way, the countdown began. I will try to do that next run because right now, skill issue, I guess. Either way, 370Z starting off strong, way earlier this time, way off the line. This is definitely worse than the previous run. Good transition between the zones, way deeper, like on par on the wall there. Good touch and go, and good last touch and go. Really good runs displayed here, and they can be on par with the previous runs. For now, I will try my best to land on the arch because I literally can't, for whatever reason. I'm just bouncing off. Bruh. Well, while we are waiting for the next participants, I will try my best to do so. Why am I slipping off though? Just... This is gonna take me more than the comp itself. I'm just trying to taste. Okay, I'm getting as slow as possible, and I'm still slipping off. Text, nice. As usual, the competition does love text. Fine. Oh, okay. I do not know if this is possible, to be fair, because I just slip off. Oh, Group B is done. Nice. While they are prepared, I will try my best to actually land on this thing because very slowly and carefully. Taste wide away. Fly either very high up or too low. Oh my days. Yeah, I guess I cannot complete this challenge. I will try though, but yeah. Meanwhile, people are joining it and practicing. Oh, and I slipped off again. I really do not know if this is possible. I stuck the landing on my first try though. And I slipped off again. Oh my days. For the life of me, I cannot get this. Oh my god. Okay, I am not leaving this position. Finally. Okay, challenge completed. Yep, wop, a new track has been added to Berserk Drift 2. You can check it out if you wanna. This is not the new track though, as far as I know. There's the other one that contains two possible tracks. So yeah, that is about that. Now waiting for the group B to finish. I won't chase the people just due to the fact that I am pretty sure that it's gonna be very laggy and in the result unplayable. So just waiting, I guess. Waiting for the next one. This is gonna be group C. Waiting for the next group. Why did I sleep off? Oh, what is going on? Yes, my drone randomly just decided to implode. Well, attempt to. Oh my god. Okay, I just did it first try. Well, I will not touch my drone. Hopefully no one knocks it down. But, okay, I just rotated and fell down. Okay, attempt 3. Oh my days. Why am I getting this so consistently? Yeah, that was probably definitely a skill issue there. Because I'm getting this like the second time. Waiting for the next group to start then. Jump scare. What is going on? You know what? This is a qualifications rounds. I will do some fun. I will do this. I will spawn a random car. A random car is spawns. I will delete said car. And then I will knock myself with an FPV drone, if that is how it works, of course. Oh, why doesn't it? Interesting. Alright, okay, attempt 2. Spawn in a car. Wait. Oh my days, why did I get TP though? Either way. In drone in the open. Didn't understand, but well, either way. Starting the drone, turning off the GUI as usual, and then waiting, I guess. The session will end soon. Let's see how many people are in this session, and yeah. Okay, yes, it is the end of the qualifications. Oh, not qualifications, my days. The warm up, and we are gonna be starting very soon. Illusoir, maybe. Oh, what is that livery? Boshi, epic. These spawn cars. Yep, we are starting. Let's see. Waiting for it to start, I guess. It's 10, 1500. Let's see. Are they there? They are indeed there. Another 350Z, another white one. Good Wi-Fi. Hope they really do have good Wi-Fi. A keyboard player, pro rank. And starting in 5 seconds. And off they go. Starting off good, close to the wall, very committed. Not quite close as they could be, but pretty good. Good transition into zone 2. Going well in zone 3, getting the clipping zones. Touch and go 1 is well done, and the second one was mediocre. Pretty good run, although playing it a bit safe, but well, it's better than a DNF. So we will see their second run soon. And starting again, and let's see if they are able to fix their run. Alright, starting off strong, another FPV drone going crazy, way closer to the wall this time, fixed their mistake like that. Good second zone. Third zone, going a bit off the line. There, good touch and go, and a good end. This run was on par with the previous run. I think that the second run was a bit better though, since it was optimized and fixed some of the mistakes. We will see how the judges rank though, but for now we are waiting. People are telling 49 for line, etc. We will see. Bakushin. Let's see. The first insane pro player on a McLaren 720S. Well, I don't really know which McLaren it is, but I'll just say that it's a McLaren. Hopefully I don't get cancelled by car enthusiasts in the comments. Either way, let's see. Run 1 is ready and starting off in 5 seconds. Expecting a really good run from an insane pro player. One of the highest ranks you can currently get in the game. Starting off very smooth, a bit off the line, playing it safe on the wall, hugging it at the ends. Good transition into zone 2, good into zone 3, going in pretty deep but not as deep as possible. Good touch and go and good second touch and go. Really stable and smooth run, although kinda played it safe, especially on the first zone. Let's see their second run then. And the countdown begins. 2, 1, and off they go. Off to a speedy start. With a smooth entrance, pretty close to the wall, this time way closer than before. Bonking it a few times, but it was minor trade-off for the closest to the wall. Way deeper into the zone this time. Getting the clipping zone good and getting the last clipping zone perfectly. A really good run which fixed the distance to the clipping zone. I think that the second run turned out better than the first. I think that they will definitely end up in the top 16. But who knows? Line 57-59. 16 out of 17, and in the end it is approximately 90 something points. Not known yet though. We will see. Meanwhile, there's a clone. And I'll just roll away. This looks so funky. ACM Zintoso is up next. They are presents. And let's see what card they have. A Mega Pro player with a nice livery. Kinda similar to the first livery. This livery contains a lot of gradients, which makes it look somewhat dirty at the same time, but really good. Either way, we will see how they do. ACM Zin. It is. Let's see. And the countdown begins. Let's see how they do. And off they go. With a speedy start and an interesting entry, stable throughout, a bit off the line. Good second touch and go. Deep on the third zone. Good fourth touch and go. And the last touch and go is deep. Perfect. A really good run. Again, a bit safe on the zone 1. But no major mistakes. And as far as you could see, the player didn't apply a lot of handbraking. Let's see round 2 then. Round 2 is starting. And starting off in 2, 1, 0. And off they go. Let's see. Going in strong and a very good entrance, staying close to the wall throughout, very stable. A good second clip, and not that deep on zone 2, and a good exit out of the zone 3. Good first touch and go, and a good last touch and go. A really good run, really stable. I think this will definitely land among the highest points gotten in those quals. Alright, let's see if. And they are there. A newbie. QUALIFICATIONS. I don't really know how to read that. They are playing on keyboards on a clean Mustang. White as snow. And run 1 is starting in 5 seconds. Let's see their performance. Starting off a bit shallow on the lines, bonking the wall there, slowing down off the line there. Mediocre zone 2, very shallow on this one, deep there. I didn't see this zone because I messed up on the sticks. And a deep entry on the last touch and go. Pretty good run for a newbie, but of course there were some mistakes. Straighten on OZ1. And incomplete. Alright. Then they have another chance. Run 2 ready, and the countdown begins. Let's see. And off they go. Will they be able to catch up for the score? Good on the first zone, bonking the zone twice, another straighten, not sure if it will be an incomplete. Shallow on the touch and go, lack of angle on these two zones. Good on the first touch and go and deep on the second. If the first straighten counts again, then they are out. If not, well, then they have a small chance. Let's see. Darkman 39. Let's see if they are there. And indeed they are. Darth on a gray, oh no, never mind, a livery S15 with some clean white rims without the rear bumper. And let's see how they do. An Extreme Pro. Round 1 is sweaty and the countdown begins. They are a controller player and let's see. Off they go into the first zone. An aggressive entry, a bit shallow but very aggressive, staying close to the exit and a really good exit out of the first zone. Perfect transition. Uh, Good entry and exit, but not the perfect. Mediocre touch and go and good zone. I mean, good last touch and go. Really good run. There is space to improve, but it was really, really good. On to the second run. Let's see. Waiting for the countdown. And run 2 is ready and the countdown begins. And off they go. Alright. Good entrance to the zone. Very aggressive. A minor bunk. But a very good zone 1. Very deep on the touch and go. Pretty good on zone 2. Mediocre on the touch and go. And pretty good on the last touch and go. Somehow the player nailed the first few zones, but doesn't really do well on zone 3 or the touch and goes. We will see their points though a bit later. For now, waiting for the next player. Oh, right. Berserk drift. The letter T is missing once again. Waiting for the next members, I guess. Wanna read the chats, what is going on? Waiting for the player, I guess. Maybe they are joining, I don't know. People are rooting for the guy in the chat, but we don't really know. And of course, we do love text. Oh wait, no text here. DK Fabino. Okay. DK Fabino. Are they there? They are indeed there on another Mazda RX-7. And UB player. Is it gonna be Snow White? It is a Snow White RX-7. Let's see the runs. Let's see. And the countdown starts. And off they go. Alright. Good entrance, although very shallow. Touching the wall, close on the ends. Good touch and go, and shallow on the third clip. Good there, shallow on the touch and go, and a good last touch and go. Pretty good run. There are definitely mistakes though. Pretty good for a newbie, but who knows, maybe there are some undercover mythical players under the newbie rank. Either way, DK Fabino is playing on the controller, and let's see their second run. Run 2 is ready and the countdown starts. Let's see what they can do. Off they go. In a good entrance, although quite a bit shallow, fixing that, bumping onto the wall with a pretty good exit. Good transition to zone 2, although a bit shallow. Transition into zone 3, fixing the shallowness on the entrance. Good entrance on the first touch and go, and a mediocre second touch and go. This run, in my opinion, was better than the first, so yeah. I think that the second run will land them way more points. $81 is the final score from the judges. One badass death. That's actually a nice nickname. Cooks. A white S15. Oh, never mind. Oh, that is a nice livery. And black and orange S15 actually. A Mega Pro rank. Let's see. Starting in 5 seconds. What will they be able to do? Starting off early. Bunking the ball a bit shallow there, but trying to go as deep as possible. Very good first zone. Good zone 2. Very deep there, dropping the wheels. 2 wheels as far as I could see. Touch and go, and the last touch and go was missed, and 2 wheels were dropped. Guess that is an incomplete score. Run 2 is ready, and the countdown is up. Will they be able to compensate for the first run? Let's see. Starting off strong, not hitting the wall. Oh, never mind, hitting the wall this time. Very close to the edge though. Good zone 2. pretty good on the zone 3. Very deep, actually. Good second to last touch and go, and very good last touch and go. A really good overall second run. I think that they will be able to catch up for their incomplete first run. Let's see. Waiting for the next run. Let's see. Divinax Pro rank, a white, silverish white even, S15. Let's see. Run 1 is ready, and off they go. A bobble there. Going close to the wall, but the angle is somewhat lacking. A small touch, but that was pretty nice. Good transition, not the best though. Off the line, not as deep as they could go. Mediocre. Touch and go, and the second touch and go was almost completely missed. Really good zone 1, but other zones and touch and goes really did suffer. Will they be able to catch up on their second run? We will see. Run 2 is ready. And the countdown is up. Let's see. I'm saying let's see way too often. Either way. Good initiation, although a lot of touches of the walls. I don't think that's a major deduction though. Good transition. They slowed down a lot though. Very deep into the line. Good touch and go number 1 and mediocre touch and go number 2. The second run was definitely better than the run 1. So I think that might save them. We will see. Waiting for the next participant for now. Theory is my favorite letter. Yes, I love theory. It's indeed my favorite letter. Kaden in a magenta S15 with a pretty bright livery. Mega Pro, another controller player. And the countdown is off. Let's see. Off they go. Pretty fast start. Very close to the wall. Not hitting the wall once. Very close throughout the entire lane. Mediocre into the third zone. Goose exit out of the third zone. Good first touch and go, and sadly almost entirely missed the second touch and go. I think that was one of the best, if not the best, first zones that has been on this competition, to be fair, because it was really smooth, although not very close. It was stable. They didn't hit the wall either, so it was really, really good. And the countdown starts yet again. Let's see their second run. And off they go. This time a bit off the wall, taking it safe. Not hitting the wall again, although a bit mediocre. Let's see, mediocre. Into the first touch and go, and again on the second. The first one was definitely way better. So good on them. A very, very good first run, at least I think. Because judges do know what people might get deductions for. Now let's see the next participants. When they are showing up. And the first participant is up, Alonso Dio S15 in an S15. And the countdown starts. A pro rank on a keyboard. Let's see. Off they go with a good initiation of the line. Completely off the line, a major deduction. Very low angle, complete straight, and twice resulting in an incomplete run. First run is over. Run 2 countdown begins. And off they go. Will they be able to fix their first run? I don't know. Good initiation. Again, a small touch of the ball, but pretty good from Alonso. Transition, although with a huge bit of handbrake, deep into the third zone, and small outside of the wheel, and good last touch and go. The runs definitely did have some mistakes though, so the person might or might not end in top 16. We will see. Catalan Boss 3, 4, 5. They are up next, and there is. Oh, yeah, there they are. Supra, first Supra of this competition. On the keyboards, a Mega Pro rank, and let's see. There they are. Catalan Boss 349. Or 345, yeah, 345. Let's see the run in the white crystal clear Supra. 3, 2, 1, and off they go. With a pretty good initiation, staying very close to the wall, hitting the wall once, but staying close throughout. Good transition into zone 2, very deep into zone 3, not stuck in the grass. Very nice. Good touch and go number 1 and good touch and go number 2. A very clean run, to say the least. Although hit the wall on the first turn. Now let's see the run number 2. Countdown begins and 3, 2, 1. Off they go. Let's see. Good initiation, not that close to the wall. Pretty good distance. Good second touch and go. A bit of a correction there. And a bit of a shallow exit from zone 3. Good touch and go number 1. And mediocre touch and go number 2. In my opinion, the run 1 was better. Overall, really good. Finally, Group C done. Now gotta do Group D, Group E, and Group F. Yeah, that is gonna take a while. Either way, for now, we are having a bit of rest. So, yeah, that is precisely what is gonna be done. AFK while waiting for the next group to warm up and be ready. And hi again. I am not tired of the FPV camera because the cinematic in-game camera I am just used to. Plus, it's a bit boring. The thing that I wonder, why am I? Where am I? Oh, oh, there I am. All right. I thought I was under the map. Well, either way. Waiting then. No, I'll just fly around on the drone, and if I am tired, I'll just spectate the people directly and commentate. For now, we are waiting because everyone is really tired, to say the least. And off we go. Back from the break. Because 3 out of the 6 groups, as far as I understood, have been done. Now let's see who will be our next participants. Of course, Tex. Let's wait for them to join, I guess. 5 groups. Gotcha drive. Let's see the first person then. Standard gotcha livery, as usual. Oh, one small. Oh, nice. That is relieving, to say the least. Alright then. This group and small second group, and we are done. Alright then. Let's see the runs. CD5 countdown is ready. Let's see what they can do. Right, smooth initiation over the line. Not a lot of commitments, close to the ball, but not very into the ball. Not this zone was good, although one wheel was over the line, and way off the touch and go there. Mediocre run. Pretty good, but of course a lot of mistakes. Now let's see run 2. Run 2 ready, the countdown begins. 1 and off they go. Again off the line, not as deep, hitting the ball, a correction. Good transition, not as deep at the start there. Good first touch and goes, and good second touch and goes, and 2 wheels of the line. This run is an incomplete run, just there in the end. If, of course, I understood it right, but I saw that the 2 wheels of the line were before the track ended. So that technically should be an incomplete. Yep, confirms. 0 run 2. Lando 1818. Here they are, and UB on a keyboard, as far as I can see. Let's see how they do. Countdown is on. Now let's see the run. Lando 1818. And off they go. Good initiation close to the wall. Stable throughout the run, not hitting the wall. Good zone 2. Good entrance to zone 3. One wheel off the line there. Good entrance to the touch and go, and mediocre last touch and go. The first wall, the first zone was really, really well done, especially for a newbie. Definitely the best newbie in this case, I think, in this comp at least. They definitely haven't got the skills of a newbie because that is a rank higher, to say the least. Yep. Guess the second run is incomplete. 2 tire drops. If the judges decide, then yep, 2 tire drops. The second, oh my days, the run is incomplete. And do they have a chance at fixing their mistake or not? We will see. Starting off really well, bonking the wall, being a bit off the line, but going way deep into the wall. Good transition to zone 2. Good transition to zone 3. Way safer this time, but completely missing the exit. Mediocre touch and go, and a good last touch and go. This run was better in terms of being safe, but of course the complete miss of the exit of the zone 3 is of course gonna land a lot of points. We will see. Looks like uh okay. I just spawned behind my back, I guess. 130 UNG, another newbie player on a Mustang. Interesting color scheme. We will see. Now waiting for the countdown for the player. All right. Uh, CD5 here. Waiting. Yeah. One and off they go. I thought that was a false start, but they saw it in time. That is a very early initiation. Good on the line, actually. I thought they'd be way off the line. Close on the line for a newbie player. Mediocre on the touch and go. Very deep on the third zone. But not missing the touch and go. And mediocre last touch and go. Really good run on the zones. Went really deep. That is great. Especially for a newbie player. People are beating each other's scores. Insane. Waiting for the run. So, yep, the judges are currently judging. So, yeah, waiting for them. And the countdown is off, and off it goes. Let's see. Good entrance by the beats of the line. Touching the ball. One tap. Good touch and go zone. Going pretty deep. Again on the third zone. And two good touch and goes. Great runs. Really a great run. I don't see any major mistakes, so yeah. Yes, we're waiting for the next player then. Nurks is up next, another newbie. But we do know that newbies or a rank does not decide just like anything at all. Another Toyota Supra, second Supra this run. Let's see. How will the newbie perform? No, the drone controller does not have Bluetooth support. It has a USB Type-C connected cable. It may be that it has Bluetooth, but first of all, my PC doesn't really support Bluetooth all too well, and secondly, it would add a huge delay, and every millisecond is important while using a controller. So yeah, I am using it via the trainer ports or the simulator ports via USB Type-C. Also, I'm charging it at the same time, or else I would have discharged the controller like 3 hours ago. Because it lasts, but not that long. And run 1 is ready, the countdown is on. Let's see the run. Alrighty, and the run is on of the line there. Not very close to the wall. Good touch and go. Mediocre zone, both on the entrance and the exit. Mediocre touch and go, and another good touch and go. Good run. Not the best though. Definitely a lot of things may be improved. Going for the run number 2. Will Nerks be able to fix their mistakes? We will see. Now, starting off. Good entrance, bunking on the wall, oversteer there, very unstable lines. And if they hit the wall, slowed down a lot, that is probably a incomplete run plus tire drop, probably. Good zone 1 and good zone 2. That is probably an incomplete due to hard hits. I don't really know though. Not an incomplete, but definitely a lot of points off. Since hitting isn't always an incomplete. The first run was definitely better than the second. But yeah. AZ2108 is up next. Are they in the server? Yes, they are. In a black and white car. Mystic. And yeah. The countdown is on. And let's see what Mystic is able to do. Starting off strong. A lot of handbraking, but close to the wall and stable. Not hitting the wall. Good transition into zone 2. Going deep into zone 3. One wheel of the line. Good there and good there. One wheel of the line. Overall, pretty good lines, which is proven by the rank. But of course, they dropped one tire of the track. Let's see if they are able to fix their score. If they are able to do even better than the first run. And the count is on. 3, 2, 1. Off they go. Good initiation, pretty close to the wall. Tapping the wall a few times. Good zone 2, even deep. Zone 3, pretty good as well, actually. Good touch and go 1 and somewhat good touch and go 2. I think that this run was indeed a bit better than the first one. I didn't see tire drops, so that could have been good. Oh, tire drop too? Okay. Then I'm blind, I guess. Oh. Welp. I didn't complete then. I'm blind. Mars is not here. Who is up next then? We do love text. Bacon Boy JBZ. Are they there? I'm not sure if they are there though. Not here. Alright. Bowling the Best 2010. They are there. They are on a and white as 15 as far as I see. I don't know if they're gonna change it now. Oh, cyan. Oh, this style. Alright. Let's see their resident. Why am I sliding around so much? Alright. Waiting for the runs. Balint or Bolint or whatever the X replaces. Pro rank. Um, Something's going on in the jet chat. Uh, what is going on? No text exploits. Oh, that's epic. Airwolf just crashed. Average competition. Bring either way. Shifts, Control Shift G. Airwolf is back. Waiting for the run then. And the countdown is on. Let's see the run. Right. Mediocre distance. Okay, better now. Closer to the wall. Okay, that is good. Tiny attack, but I don't think it will be counted. Mediocre on zone 3. Good on the first touch and go, and good on the second touch and go. Good run. What can I say? Waiting for the run too. You know what? I will do an aggressive chase this one run. Since my footage isn't used either way, I will just do an aggressive chase just purely for entertainment if I manage to get it down well enough. Hopefully I don't mess up. Hopefully. Run 2 is ready. Gonna try an aggressive chase this time so it won't show as much as it did, but we will see. Right. And yeah, I crashed as usual. Let's see, maybe I can. Yeah, that is not my cup of tea to say the least. Yeah. Not a lot of commentary can be provided on such chases. So I will just keep on doing what I did before. Orange. Are they there? Yeah, they are probably there. Yeah, they are there. Let's see then. Gonna chase in the usual style. Not gonna do any tomfoolery. N-O-T, not J. Run ready and the countdown is off. Let's see. The first run starts off weak with a not a proximal wall. Good seconds. Deep on the third, that is nice. Whoa, 2 wheels off. That is an incomplete run. So that is all an incomplete run, definitely. So 2 wheels there at the end. At the end. Run 2 is... Oh, I thought that's... Yeah, the countdown is up. And there they start. Alright, again, careful on the first zone, not going too deep, which will deduct them some points. Good zone 2. Again, good on zone 3 and like deep. That is nice. And I missed the zone 4. I don't really know, but I guess they went deep just based on their trajectory. Because of skill issue. I didn't capture. Either way, up to the next participants. Mitko. Mitko is here. James 5130. Oh, James 130. Narrow 123451. Wait. James is here. Mitko is here. Yeah. Mitko, wait. James, okay. Okay, I guess. And off they go. Shallow entrance. Goods on the end there, and again a shallow exits. That was bad. Shallow zone 2. Good deep on zone 3. Minor tire drop. Good on checkpoints 1 and mediocre on the last touch and go. Waiting for run number 2. Hmm. Three, two, one. Hands off. There you go. Starting off. Close to the wall. Correction of the line. Shallow entrance. Not of the line there. Shallow zone 1 and a bit too deep on the last zone. Not too bad, but not perfect. Narrow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Fuji. Either way, as usual, countdown 5. And off they go. Good entrance, except a bonk on the wall, and they are offline. Now they are in the wall, that is nice. Good zone 2. Somewhat deep on zone 3. Good touching goal number 1 and bad touching goal number the last one, basically. I cannot talk right now, too tired. Okay, run number 2. Run 2 ready, and starting off in 5 seconds. Let's see. Going close to the wall this time, not hitting it. Okay, never mind, they just hit it. Good touch and go. Very deep into zone 3 at the start and the end. Good into second to last zone and bad on the last touch and go. Good runs. Good runs. Waiting for the next participant then. Okay, Group D is done. How many participants are left in Group E? I do love text. I do love text. 6, 7, nice. Alright then. A bit of a rest and the final stretch. I am pretty sure that everyone is tired. The judges, me, and the participants. 12:18 a.m. here. Yeah. Competition stuff. Why am I getting thrown? Where am I? My days. Who is sending me to the back rooms? Finally, alright. The last part of the tournament, Reddy is trying to devour my drone for whatever reason. He hates FPV and help. Um, let's start the last stretch, and then we go to rest. You know what? I am tired enough to the fact that I will just spectate it via this because I'm just lazy. I will give my PC a rest. Right. No webcam is needed then. So I will do this. Alright. Two, one, and off they go. Good entrance, but off the line. Way off the line, that will be a deduction. Go there. Not completely all the way, but alright. Mediocre there and mediocre there. Alright. Yeah, see you ready to choose. Two, one, and off they go. Alright, good entrance. Staying up close to the wall. Very nice. And stable. Good there. Pretty deep in this. Oh, I'm not sure. A tiny bit of the wheel might have been off over the edge, and that is definitely a deduction. Uh. Alright. Who is up next? No, I guess not. Tired, yeah. Yeah, Roblox indeed. The run is gonna be 100 points, I guess, because let's see. Good entrance, stable line, not too close to the wall, so it's a bit of playing safe. Good clip number 2, deep on the zone 3. Good here. A bit off the line there, and that is about it. A bit off the line on the last clip, but no many other major mistakes. DXT is asleep. DXT stacks. Finally. Ends of. Alright. Alright, good entrance off the line there. Playing way too safe again, closer. Good transition. Very deep there. Very good angle, don't see any major corrections. And good on the last clipping points, no wheel off the line. That is a really good run, like 98 even, I'd say. But I'm not a judge right now, so I just can't say anything. All right, who's up? Who's up next? Yeah, 96 and 97 runs. Big. All right, Goomba. What? Uh huh. Oh, all right. Alright, you forgot to enable him delight. Mediocre initiation, and same goes for proximity in the zone. Mediocre touch and go, low angle, mediocre entry, slow, very slow, and yeah, could be better. By the way, don't forget, Goomba does not have the windows enabled, so you gotta like CD5 and then the semaphore. Yeah, not to drop. So yeah. Alright. And now on to run 2. Don't forget to turn on the... Yeah. Bobble, off the line, minor angle, a lot of corrections, bonk, straighten, major slowdown, off the line, straighten twice, slow down, and good last one. If this run was done on reverse cam, then it's insane. Or in like 0 FOV. DC stream. Oh, in VR. That is really nice. Goomba did the run in VR. That is really nice. Alright. Run 1 ready. Let's see. Good initiation, over the line there completely. Again, close to the wall, didn't tap the ball. Bonk. Oh, that is an incomplete run. Uh, that is interesting. Uh, yeah, maybe redo, because this definitely was controller issues. It can be literally seen, like how it was stuck. I think an OMT is deserved, although I'm not the judge, just an idea. Alright, run 1 redo, I guess, because like the controller decided to die. Yeah, good luck. Alright, hopefully the controller doesn't die on you this time. Good entrance, mediocre distance, better this run, didn't bonk, minor correction. Good transitions, very aggressive on the zone 3. That was really committed. Good touch and go, and another good touch and go. There were some corrections, but the transition to zone 3 was just really aggressive. That definitely deserves commitment points. Yeah, see you, Gumba. And off the second run goes. Aggressive on the initiation, bonk completely off the line, missing the entire thing. There is definitely gonna be some points off. Good zone 2. Again, trying to compensate on being aggressive on zone 3, which is successful. Mediocre touch and go number 1 and good touch and go number 2. Really aggressive, the most aggressive transition to zone from zone 2 to 3 from all the participants, to be honest. Really nice. Who is up next? Illy Sawyer. Epic. The last driver for today. You know what? Let me 1 second. I will bring up the FPV remote once again, just for the last run of today. All right, plugging it in. Alrighty, and then I will do it like this. Oh my days. Okay, I have no idea. Like this, Control H, G, Control G, H, and then another webcam on, and good to go. Let's see. Last run of today, and FPV is ready. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. First run. Alright, a good minor collision. Good transition. Smooth on the zone 2 to 3. And good on the touch and goes, except the last one, which was 2 out of 3 lines. Bonk. I got sent through the stratosphere. And let's see. The last run for today. The last run for the qualifiers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. With the good initiation, staying close to the wall, touching the ball but not colliding with it. Good touch and go, good entry, and good exit. Good second touch and go, and a good last touch and go. This is it for today's competition. This was the last run in the qualification rounds. Everyone is hella tired, and the same thing is about to happen tomorrow. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. Basically, yeah, that is about it. Shutting off the stream, I guess. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow.